Pro Mode stream. Last time we figured out the secret of Mustafa and the fact that he was actually pretending to be a beggar out in the streets. Now this time we're hopefully... What? This time we're hopefully going to actually find dry ruins and see just how challenging they've become. Now here's something interesting, and I know I use that phrase a lot. In the original version of Paper Mario, what happens... I was waiting for that one. The game starts to give you an indicator of how close you are to the actual ruins, which is very nice, very useful. Sorry if I occasionally go quiet. I have to keep an eye out for my settings. Gotta make sure I'm actually online. And keeping an eye on the chat, of course. Right, we're getting closer. Closer to the truth. That didn't even hit any of them. That's a shame. We're very close, but the problem is this is blocked off. We'll have to find a way around. Is there a star piece hidden here? No, I guess not. That would have been nice. I want to first strike one of these pokies with Bombat's attack, but... Well, that didn't work. I should have upgraded Cooper, right? Well, no use crying over spilt milk, I guess. I'm glad I defended against that. That's a nasty attack. In the last chapter, the amount of star points we got was reduced pretty quickly. Oh, ouch. That's a harsh attack. The amount of star points was reduced by quite a bit, like very fast, so... I'm not sure if it'll be the same here. We're still getting 2 star pieces for each. Maybe we're just starting out with less. Even when defending, that's still 6 damage. That hurts quite a bit. Lava bubbles are officially not a regular enemy in this area. They added that for the pro mode. Oh. Stop it with the flashing, man. Like early on in the stream, it always seems to start messing up like that. There, we fixed it for now. But man, that's annoying. I don't want to have to do that every single stream. We get a big thumbs up from Mario at least. Ah, dried fruit. That's a good item. Yep, now we're on the other side of that wall. Should be a lot easier to get to where we need to be. Yeah, we're getting very close. So many pokies, though. Ah, there we have it. Now, before I do this, let's arrange a few things before I forget. Yeah, we need the Quake Hammer. Let's see. Poison is a problem here, so we may need to use Feeling Fine. But damage dodge is also good if we can make the action command work. But there are flying enemies. Man, I should focus more on BP in general. To damage dodge or hammer throw. I'm going for damage dodge. We can always change it. So here's where the stone needs to go. Very dramatic cutscene. Right, the dry ruins have been unearthed. That's definitely a step up from the Koopa Bros fortress. Right, let's make a very naughty save state and move on in. I don't think there's a save block here. Yeah, so... Blieg Bluach. I am the huge, scary Tutankoopa, remorseless king of the desert. I should if I'm gonna voice act, I should probably just try to do the voices, but I'm not much of a voice actor. Anyway, there's the save block. Well, no need for save states then. Alright, these tombstones open and they contain cacti. Or pokies, to be more specific. Alright, you just gone straight for me, so... Well, that was a shame. Haha! There we go. I think we're properly equipped. Now if we could just upgrade Koops. I think there's actually an upgrade block right in here somewhere. So it'll probably happen. I'm gonna be a bit paranoid about saving because, you know, I don't want to lose progress. Now let's see if we can actually first strike the next one. Apparently not. Come on, I gotta make it work. I gotta have the cool moment. Oh, he's stuck? Come on. I don't remember the explosion being so hard to... Ah, there we go. Once we get a better hammer, these enemies are gonna be trivial. Oh, poison is a lot worse. I see. They made poison a lot more dangerous than it was. It did 1 damage per turn in the original, but now it's 3. Yeah, we're not even gonna do the bomb thing anymore. Now, I am gonna try to do a few more battles in here because I don't wanna be under-leveled. Ouch. And there we go. Now you can leave the dungeon quite easily and heal, but all the enemies will also respawn. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, shall we say. I will at least grab something. Might as well eat the lime. Got a few more of those Quake Hammer attacks in. So this is a bit of a puzzle dungeon, but it's not that difficult. At least unless they made it a lot more difficult. Alright, so this will make the sand go down, allowing us to cross the other room. Considering consoles could never simulate liquids at that point, that was a pretty decent looking effect. This game has a good presentation in general. It's a lot more timeless than other games of its age, because it's more about the style than the realism or technical prowess, shall we say. Buzzy beetles are an interesting bunch. Yeah. That's great about Quake Hammer, is it flips over enemies. And it penetrates defense. So it will knock Koopas and Buzzy Beetles over, even though they have a lot of defense. I get the feeling I will actually really need it. Oh. Well, that's useless. Yeah, it decreased a lot of damage there. Anyway, let's tattle this Buzzy Beetle now that we have an easy opportunity. Cute but mean. That's an apt description. And there we go, that's the battle. Very nice. Now we'll have our good friend Barra... Whoa. We'll get Barakari out and fly us across this gap. And then we get Bombette. I like to see all the partners get a role in solving this puzzle. Very nice. Same thing as last time. Step on the button. Sand goes down. And now we can reach a new key. And there's a star piece hidden, quote unquote, in the side of this room. It'll definitely be smart to get a lot more badges in. I get the feeling some battles may require some serious technical, or tactical rather, thinking. Knocked over. Get down. Also, you notice her attack is 3 now. Because she got upgraded. Had to clear my throat for a second there, yikes. Apparently talking is hard. Right, we need a better hammer before we can cross this. I like the little shiver Mario gets when he hits this block. Just another fun effect. Right, we're going down to the basement. I wonder if they changed this puzzle. I'm going to guess no, but, you know. Yeah, so once we have the new hammer, we can smash this and get that artifact, hand it to Colorado and get a star piece. One thing I really need to practice is articulating things properly. Like, I have a tendency to want to say a lot all at once, and it'll just kind of get messy. There will be a few battles here, so I may need to prepare for that. Right, we're all prepared, I think. Let's approach the door. Mysterious noise. Well, we're stuck here now. And he's out. I could have resolved the battle immediately by using Cooper's AoE attack, but I've decided to preserve some FP. Also, I keep calling it an AoE attack, which is kind of pretentious. It's just his power shell, which hits all enemies on the ground. Let's see, I think Quake Hammer works on enemies on the roof as well, actually. Yeah, there we go. It's like a bat bird. Called a swooper. Oh, double attack power. Not very useful. still, it wasn't really a problem either. Come on, let me do a cool first strike with Cooper's shell. Also, I need to keep saying Cooper now, because I kept calling him Koops in the last one. Koops is actually the Koopa partner from the second game. Nice. And they are nothing alike, really, but... resolved pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. For starting, I really genuinely wasn't sure if I was gonna be able... yeah. I wasn't sure if I would be able to finish this particular dungeon in a single session, but it's going pretty well so far. Like, I'm not gonna claim it'll be finished for sure, because, you know, making promises has a way of jinxing things, shall we say. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Not even gonna think too hard about it. This might be a bad idea, but we've made our decision. And we're not backing down. Like, when it comes to single enemies, I think Mario can do plenty. It's mainly groups of enemies that I am concerned about, which is why I want to upgrade attacks that hit multiple enemies. And it so happens that Koops already had that Bombat now has one. I called him Koops again. Yeesh. Don't you hate that when someone keeps calling you by the wrong name? So there's a puzzle we need to solve before we can finally get our new hammer. Pushing the buttons essentially just flips the stairs of their associated color. Nothing too complicated. There we go. Now, this is a little secret I know about, but it's a useless badge. Yeah. So that just makes you unable to run. There's no benefit to having that badge. It's just a fun secret. Well, maybe if you need it to sneak and you have trouble actually pushing the button, or rather moving the control stick in a sort of subtle way. There we go. So now we have a much more powerful hammer, and not only that, this will seriously buff Quake Hammer as well. Let's see, how are we doing for FP? Badly. Right now our next order of business is to find these shapes. So there's these little shapes Ah, I should have used Wombat. There's those little shapes, and we need to collect, I believe, 3 of them to solve a certain puzzle later on in the dungeon. Ouch. And he's down. Now, for anyone just joining this this stream, this is Paper Mario Pro Mode. It's a special mod slash hack slash overhaul slash whatever you want to call it of the original Paper Mario. It adds new enemies, it changes the bosses, it adds new areas, it makes everything a lot more challenging. It's just generally a complete overhaul, completely different experience from the original. So this is how we would need to place those shapes. But let's get our hands on this key first. There, I didn't even get hit a single time. That is some raw skill. I don't exactly remember where everything is in this dungeon. It's been a while, but we've got one of the 3 shapes. Once we have all 3 of them, it's essentially a clear walk to the boss. Let's get that artifact for Colorado, because there's a star piece in it for us. Oh, we're dropping a few frames, I believe. I think it's recovered now, but connection is a bit unstable. Anyway, I have the artifact now, so that's good. There should be another path to the right here, where we can get another one of those elusive shapes. Whoa. This is something I forgot in the last one. I just turned recording the cursor off because, well, I accidentally recorded the cursor last time, and I actually have been recording the cursor again. I hope it didn't bother you too much. I'm still kind of a streaming amateur, apparently. Right, good first hit. The smart way to do things is to get the battle to your advantage right away. Now we're gonna recover some health and some FP, which will allow us to use another bomb and defeat this other one as well. Not perfect, but pretty good. If it gets laggy again, I will need to switch back to the other mode, which causes flickering sometimes. Like, it's a little bit... It seems completely random. Sometimes when I open the menu, or if a battle ends, the screen will start flashing violently. And we don't want that. We have this one. We're missing one shape, you see, so I'm trying to seek it out. I guess I should do a few more. Ouch. But as I was saying, I should do a few more battles to get the level up I need. Alright. Did not need my power jump there. Ah, look, see, this is what we need the spell for. Now I'm gonna get double star points. Which isn't a lot, but every bit helps. Like, the dream is to have that activate right at the end of a boss battle. And there we go. Ouch. I'm gonna blame that one on the lag. And that one too. See, it's better now. Right, that gives us a fair bit of BP. And then I ruined it by getting hit. So I think based on what we saw on the map, the other part is higher up. So we'll just keep moving and see if we can find it. Like we did this one, yeah. And then I stopped looking because I thought this was the one that was higher up. But I guess I need to actually return to like the starting area or close to it. Here, right? No, I guess not then. This is a little bit embarrassing. I should still remember where everything is, but, you know. Sometimes the years aren't kind. You start to forget things. Let's see if the stream is still going, because it would be awkward if it wasn't. Yeah, it looks fine. Whoops. I'm probably making this more complicated than it really is. I mean, the layout isn't even any different from the original. I'm just being a silly goof. What we should do is return to that one room with all the symbols, and we'll find our way from there. I remember getting up there, but... Right, so this is where we need to be. We got the key for this, so this is where we need to go. Wow, I can't believe it took me that long, but there you have it. At least we made it. Right, so triangle, star, moon. Right, now that we have the triangle and star in place, all we need is the moon, which is right here. Now, I don't think I can actually first strike this one, because I think once I pick this up, it's just gonna fall from the top and start the battle. Yeah. Let's just finish him. Oh, we're getting pretty close to the boss already. Mario is wildly waving his hands up and down. Scary music. This is your final warning. Enough of this foolishness. Leave at once. Yep, you can guess who's waiting behind this door. It's the boss of this area. Tutankoopa. Blia, heh, heh, heh. Dot, dot, dot. That's kind of creepy. But don't worry, he stops being creepy once you see what he actually looks like. You ignored all those very scary warnings. Don't you have the common sense to get scared and run away? What's wrong with you? You shouldn't mess with Tutankoopa, a faithful follower of King Bowser. Oops, I mean... You shall regret this! Now, this guy, at least in the original, is weak sauce. He just sits there and throws stuff at you, but he summons a chomp, which is very strong. Ah, nice. Some actual good luck. Oh, he has much higher defense, I see. So he summons Chomp, and Chomp is pretty much the most dangerous part of the battle. Ah, whoops. I think Bombat is probably the only person who could hurt this chomp. That's annoying. He can actually disable your partner for a few turns. Right, Chomp is gone for now. Now that might randomly happen is he accidentally attacks himself. Which is kind of funny. Ouch! What are you doing? That hurt. I'm king of the desert, you rude, rude man. Take this. He just assumes it was my fault. Ah, they buffed the heal on that, I think. Well, this is getting slightly scary. Please don't. Oh, he hit himself again. I guess that's not too bad. Oh, right. Regular jump won't work. Fine. Let's get some FP back. Now this battle is more difficult than the original, but I haven't seen like the new mechanics that they mentioned yet. At this rate, he's mostly just gonna defeat himself. Which, you know, I don't mind. He's gonna be out of shells soon. I should check how much HP he has, if I have an opportunity anyway. He's one of Bowser's followers and he's been assigned to guard one of the Star Spirits. I've heard that he has sort of a pharaoh complex. Well, yeah. He attacks by throwing shells from that high perch. Try to dodge when he uses magic, it'll sting for sure. He also summons chumps, yeah, we know this. Oh, he's almost down. Alright, let's focus real hard. The RNG is clearly on my side this time. Pretty lucky, honestly. Might as well tattle the chain jump, I guess. Yep. That'll have a payoff at the end of this battle. Alright. It's time for Tutankoopa to take a bow. No. Ah, come here, Chompy. And then the chump tries to eat him. The moral of the story is be nice to your pets. I guess. Probably. And there is our second Star Spirit already. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it this stream. But there we have it. End of chapter. Thus, Mario and party unearthed the legendary Dry ruins deep within Dry Desert. They smashed Tutankoopa the wizard and freed Mamar, the second of the wish-granting star spirits. But the enemies awaiting Mario grow ever stronger and the challenges more difficult. Yeah, no kidding. What's in store for Mario and friends? Where will their adventure take them next? I know where. So Bowser decides to be smart and use a supposedly invincible minion to defeat Mario. But of course, nobody is actually invincible. And apparently he's also not just invincible, but also incompetent, because he let the Star Spirit escape. So I have dropped a few frames this stream, unfortunately, but it's still been manageable. If there's any problems with the audio or with the picture, feel free to point it out in the chat. I'm always happy to hear people out. Though you don't have to if you just enjoy watching the pro mode unfold. Feel free to do so as well. No pressure or anything. And if you're watching this on YouTube, well, you're amazing, and you also don't have to leave a comment, but feedback is always appreciated. Right, so Peach and Twink are going to find out just what's all going on with this supposedly invincible character. Now, chapter 3 is the obligatory scary chapter. Very scary and confusing. Destination of my choosing. The magic labyrinth of an old meme that no one knows about. At least he was smart enough not to leave his diary here anymore. That would have been awkward. Right, so from here on in, Peach missions are actual stealth missions. So if you end up in the enemy's lights, that's it. You're gonna get thrown back to your room and you'll have to try again. This room will become relevant later. That was very, very, very scary. Deep focus. So, if I'm gonna rely on my star power a lot, this would be nice. Now, this is something very cool. There's another box like this, and if you were paying very close attention, you may have seen it in the fortune teller's house. Right next to Toad Town. If you put items in here, Mario can pick them up from there. So Peach is actually just assisting Mario from behind enemy lines. It's very cool. I do really appreciate the more active role Peach gets in this game. They did the same thing in Paper Mario too. Alright, so this is where we're actually supposed to go. Maybe I'll make a save state to prevent me from wasting your time. So it's bright out here, so they simply can't... So line of sight will be enough for them to actually see us. There we go. Now we're gonna overhear these guys talking about something. Hey, have you heard about Master Tubba Blubba? I heard a rumor that he loves eating ghosts. Ugh, ghosts, huh? Master Tubba Blubba, he lives deep inside of Forever Forest, doesn't he? I think that he's guarding one of the star spirits right now. Yeah, Master Tubba Blubba lives in a castle at the top of Gusty Gulch. So we're getting all these locations foreshadowed, or rather explicitly told about right now. I heard that somewhere near his castle is a mansion and a village full of ghosts. I guess Master Tubba Blubba sometimes goes there to catch booze, and then when he catches one he gobbles it down, starting with its head. Chomp! Brr, oh man, that's so scary. Now I won't be able to walk to the bathroom alone at night. I'm gonna have nightmares, I know it. Why didn't you tell me? I also heard that Master Tubba Blubba is invincible. They say he can't be hurt. Nobody can even scratch him. He might even be stronger than King Bowser. Stronger than King Bowser? Come on, that's impossible. Even Master Tubba Blubba has to have some weak points. It's just common sense. Yeah, you may be right. There's another rumor that Tubba Blubba's got a secret that would ruin him if it ever got out. I bet it's about his past. I heard he didn't used to be strong at all. Shh. What if Tubba Blubba hears you? He might gobble us up. Still, what do you think his secret could be anyway? I don't know. No one knows. That's why it's a secret, you half-wit. Twink, it sounds like Tubba Blubba has a weak point after all. If only we could find out. Huh? Hey, did you hear someone talking just now? I like it. Reality sets in. People start whispering to each other right next to the people they were eavesdropping on. Of course you would be caught. Gasp. Do you think someone knows we're goofing off in here? To go off on another tangent, because that's what I'm best at, I really like how this game humanizes Bowser and the minions in general. Not those minions. Perish the thought. I mean Bowser's minions. They get more of a personality. They're just people. They get up. They go to work, but they're not really that interested in the cause for evil. They're just people, essentially. I'm sorry to do this, but you have to go back to your room right now. Oh no! So I'm kind of flipping back and forth on reading and not reading the dialogue. It depends on the situation, really. Thank you, Mario. At last I can head home to Star Haven. My name is Mamar. So nice to meet you in person, Art. Still got a long way to go, but I just know you can save Princess Peach. I'll do my best to help you. Here's a present for you. Right, so she gives you an additional little star power bar and a new power, which I never use. Not in the original game, anyway. Lullaby, which puts enemies to sleep, yep. Well, wasn't that exciting? We just finished chapter 2. And the stream hasn't even been going on for an hour. Splendid progress, I have to say. Let's see, I did upgrade BP, so I'll have to check if there's anything... Yeah, there are 3 BP available. So I could add a little something to my arsenal. For now, I'll keep this set up. My first order of business is to return to dry outpost for a little bit. And maybe buy some items, get some sleep. Yeah, it only does 3 damage as opposed to bomb bats 5, but that's still quite good for enemies. Like in most setups, this is gonna be a lot more cost effective. Also, these enemies are only worth 1 star point now. Fail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $10. $200. I have no idea how I got to $10. I was contemplating saying something like, do not collect 1 gold coin, but then I wanted to switch it back to dollars. And it didn't work. Ah, look, a shortcut. I like that they thought of that for this. We're definitely getting more use out of the hammer that way, and now we're right back into town. How very nice. I probably want to cook this. It is true. Right, we're taking a nap. It's well deserved after defeating an ancient Egyptian pharaoh Koopa. Wow, how many adjectives did that need? Just call him Tutankoopa. You're darn tootin'. Yep, no way to get through there. So what I really want is, all I need is love. No, what I really need is to talk to Colorado so I can get a star piece off of him. And once we do that, we're pretty much set to go back to Town Town. This is why I'm trying to stick to the road as closely as I can. But I have no idea where the road is. No way to get through here. But yeah, so if it's only been 2 chapters, so there's not really any point in keeping score. But this is the most impressive thing I've seen so far, the way they changed the desert. Like, I like the revamped battles and seeing a couple new enemies. But this is really... I'm just genuinely very impressed. They made the desert into a genuinely threatening area. I remember talking to that guy. Ah, there he is, the man himself. Yeah, here you go. Let's be nice. Well, wasn't that nice? We helped him out, he helped us out. That is the way of things. Let's quickly look at the letters I have. We have a letter to Colorado, actually, which means we should do that. I missed out on giving one to the Nomadi mouse, but we'll do that once we get back here. There will be many opportunities. Yeah, so if you have collected letters on the road, you can let them be delivered by Parakarry, because he's a postman after all. That's so sweet. He gets a letter from his wife, supporting him from the home base. And by supporting him, I mean getting upset that he keeps going away without telling her. He's not really good at the whole communication thing, that guy. Well, a bit of backtracking. I have to get back to the train station. That bird's not there because we killed him, her. I really wonder what's in store for Chapter 3. So, Chapter 2 had some really impressive changes for the Pro mode. But now I'm hoping that Chapter 3 will have something similar. Like maybe they changed the Forever Forest, which is like a maze area right before you actually find the Haunted Mansion. Or maybe they changed the Haunted Mansion itself. Like the Haunted Mansion in the original is completely puzzle based. So there's no actual fighting in there. Maybe they changed something about that. Either way, Chapter 3 is one of my favorites personally, so I'm looking forward to it. Welly, welly, well. Who shall we upgrade this time? Now, Airlift is useless, but Parakarry is a more useful partner. Whereas Charge is kinda useful, but I'm not sure about having Goombario out. Just trying to think of the next chapter. Do we want a somewhat more useful Goombario, or a stronger Parakarry? Vote on your phones now. Nah, we're going with Parakarry. Very nice, very nice. I was thinking about fighting Waka again, but not now, I think. An egg. Now you've got egg on your face. Right, let us return to Toad Town. Victorious. And enjoy the ride back. Choo choo. Our next stop is Town. The intercity to Town has been delayed by 30 minutes. You can get a free lukewarm coffee at one of our service desks. I'm assuming Twink will interrupt us soon enough to tell us about what Princess Peach found out. Now, I forgot to talk to this guy, but I also want... well, there's no way to say this that's not gonna make it not awkward, but I need the seed he has. There we go. But it is a magical seed, so that makes it alright. It's kind of a spoiler to have a boo here, when they're supposed to be the big thing in the next chapter, though. Hello, very upset-looking cook. Let's cook up some delicious spaghetti. Yeah, am I right, gamers? Okay, that was awful. Spaghetti, delicious. Don't know how she got the cheese and stuff, but... let's generally improve our items a little bit. Delightful. Very nice. We're leaving with a lot of delicious food in our pockets and a lot of hope in our hearts. Now I have some money, so I may need to check out the badge shop for a little bit and see what they have. But first, well, I was gonna say I'm gonna sleep, but I'm not sure if I need it. No, we don't. Yeah, not now. I think not now. I think I have plenty of badges for... I think I have a letter for Merlin. Merlin. How nice. So the letters do contribute to how alive this world feels. Like characters are all related to each other. These aren't all tiny little islands of unrelated characters who have families and races and villages and their own little cultures and such. Which I think is one of the greatest things that Paper Mario contributed to the whole Mario canon. Now, the games are just darn fun in general, well-designed RPGs, but that's a really big part of what made people love them in the first place, I think, is the way they made us think about the world of Mario. Now we're gonna go into the sewer for a little bit. And there's a simple reason for that. You can open up... yeah, well, you can open up Blooper, apparently. Bloopers are mini-bosses that bar you from using the shortcut through the sewers. I'm not sure if they made this one a lot harder, but I'll just fight it like I usually do. Oh, darn. But I'm immune to status effects. Ha, I knew that badge would come in handy. You keep trying that, buddy. You keep trying that. Very good. Are you gonna keep using that attack? Come on, be a bit more inspired. That's definitely an issue with giving bosses more HP without changing their patterns a lot. The attacks definitely start to feel more repetitive, which is why this game intentionally had a lot of enemies with not a lot of HP. Wow, what a sentence. What I'm trying to say is, a lot of enemies don't have that much HP because it's more about figuring them out rather than just trying to survive. Very nice. This gives us a shortcut to many locations we've visited before. Like Goomba Village. A Goom Nut. Might as well have a sleep while we're here. For old time's sake. This is where we first woke up after we got beaten by Bowser. How nostalgic. Well, that was only 2 chapters ago, so, you know, it's not that nostalgic. Anyway, that wasn't too difficult. And now we have a nice shortcut to all these different locations, which I'm gonna just check real quick. Very nice. Koopa Village. And last but not least will be Dry Outpost, I assume. Yeah, there we go. I was just checking if Chuck Wisma was secretly standing there. You never know with that guy. He just sneaks up on you. He's kind of a creep, really. But actually, you would usually go to this side first. And, yeah. Oh, look, Gloombas. Oh, well, I definitely don't want to throw that out. That's my most valuable item. Man, if I had done that, a lot of people, well, anyone who was watching this anyway, would have been very upset with me. Throwing... Wow. Throwing out my best item like that. Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure this one isn't supposed to be here. Like, this is one of the later ones, I think. Oh, it's actually stronger than the other one too, I think. Let's have a delicious spaghetti. I'm not sure if this one will have more HP than the other one. That freaked me out when I was a kid, not gonna lie. Nintendo Plus. Just gonna keep refreshing, I guess. Hello, James. Yeah, this is this is Paper Mario Pro mode, which is a mod which essentially overhauls the whole game. So it changes all the battle setups. There's some new badges and items, even new areas. It's pretty amazing, really. And I am about to die. Ow. That did not go so well. But that's alright. I will just take on that enemy later. It's optional anyway. But yeah, they changed a lot of things, like the dry desert area, which we just finished, was turned into a maze. They added some new enemies, and a lot more pokies. It's just generally designed to really test your knowledge on all the mechanics of this game. Let's see, our next stop is Forever Forest. But I'm just looking around for now to see if we can get a better item here. Oh yeah, I need to cook the goom nut. There we go. That's a big upgrade. There's definitely a few items I can get rid of to replace them with better items. And we'll do it right here at Harry's shop. I have a badge that prevents status effects, so there's no point in having the tonic. And Fried Jar, I don't really want to... Well, that's fine. I don't really want to chase enemies away. I want to fight them. Right. We're pretty well armed right now, so... I'm gonna save once more, and then we're finally going to head into Forever Forest. To face whatever we may face there. Now, we've already essentially completed our goal for this stream, which is to finish the Dry Ruins, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna go on for, but I'm really enjoying this, so I'll just continue until I get too tired or frustrated. Ag. That was a very fancy ghost. Brr. Just now a ghost passed right in front of me. You saw it too, didn't you? I did. I am your witness. Very well, so we need to go into Forever Forest to see what exactly is going on there. I'm excited to see what I'll find there, but first we're gonna have a chat with the ghost. Pardon me, sir, would you happen to be Mario? How do you do, sir? My master wishes to see you. If you would, please call on us at the mansion on the far side of Forever Forest. My master would also like me to add that she has in her possession important news regarding the Star Spirits. Please make haste. We shall await your arrival with a warm welcome. I'm sure you will. And if you don't come, we'll get you. Boo. You don't have to be so forceful, man. Very well. Chapter 3, the invincible, air quotes, Tubba Blubba. He might actually be invincible in pro mode. Right, so this is the gimmick about Forever Forest. Whichever place looks different is the way to progress. And by different, I mean creepy. There's this weird guy. What do you think you're doing? This is Forever Forest. The path ahead of here is extremely dangerous. Didn't you know that? You'd better go back. Okay, so that's your story. You're invited to Boo's mansion. You may pass then. That wasn't very hard. If you want to get through this forest, you'll have to pay really close attention to your surroundings. If you choose the wrong paths, you'll end up back at the forest edge before you know it. The areas around the correct paths will always look slightly different from the others. Watch carefully for clues. We already know about this, but... Alright, so we're looking for a tree with glowing eyes. Haha! My HP, my rules. Ah, extra coins. Very nice. I would have preferred more star points, but can't look a gift horse in the mouth. Not that I'm calling her a horse, mind you. What? Almost closed the window there. That would have been bad. Alright, let's see. Oh, yikes, they have more HP than I expected. And they steal a lot. That's bothersome. We may just need to take them out one by one then. Uh-oh. It multiplied! That defense is still hard to pull off, but I'll do it. I'll get it down eventually. Eventually there's a yellow kind of fuzzy that you have to actually tap A to throw off. I want to test this just because. So I like the dazing effect, but I kind of hate that it didn't damage them. It's just a status effect, so that's unfortunate. One thing about fuzzies though, the fact that they can multiply means you can set up a battle so you get a lot of star points. Yeah, so I'm mostly gonna be wanting to use my hammer now because it's upgraded, whereas my jump, not yet. Aggressive finger wag. Right, so this is the way ahead. So far, the Forever Forest isn't very different, beyond the enemy setups. I suppose that's to be expected. Ah, here's this guy. Listen carefully. Yeah, you already said this. These are weird. Okay. We found the odd one out. It's these flowers with luscious lips. That's weird. But everything about Forever Forest is weird. That's why we love it. Yeah, I was actually looking for this guy. To get the 3rd seed. So we're in a spooky forest, so he just has to act spooky about it. Silly Bulborb. Bulborb. Bam. Yep, upgrading Cooper was definitely a good investment. And getting the Feeling Fine badge was too. I really enjoy how all the things you may have learned about the original Paper Mario can be applied here. Because now poison is actually dangerous, so now you need to compensate for it. Like, I don't think many people use the feeling fine badge. In the original game, at least. So yeah, next level up, we're going for FP. Gotta get those special attacks in. Those are very literally shrinking violets. Haha! A dry bones here. That's interesting. Ouch. Ow. That was an actual very real ow. Let's get out of here. So the other ones shrink and these do not. What does that mean? Get out of here! I didn't want to use up that item so early, but they forced my hand. Right, so these are quote-unquote normal, but what are these doing? Right, so we've seen two that shrink and disappear, and these are acting normal by their standards, so that actually makes them the odd one out. Isn't that an interesting philosophical thought? I only consider them normal because of a prior example, but on that screen they were the odd one out. I'm overthinking it, but there you have it. Okay, no. Oh, a bee. Ah, I think we've arrived. Very nice. Each character has a unique dialogue, I think, when you visit the haunted mansion. I have no idea if Barakari has anything interesting to say, but we'll check. Why not? Ugh, I'm certainly glad we're out of that forest. Talk about creepy. What's this, Mario? I have a feeling that this is the mansion we're looking for. That is true. Spooky. Ah, there's Butler. Butler? Well, yeah, I think that's what he's called. Welcome, sirs and madam. I'm pleased you made it through Forever Forest. My master awaits in the room highest up in this lovely mansion. Please go to the 3rd floor. There you will hear all the news of the Star Spirits. I'll see you there. So we got lured through a scary forest into a scary haunted house. By a ghost butler. Seems very legit. I'm sure this will be safe. Right, so this is another puzzle segment. At least it was. You know, I'm very ashamed to admit it, but that startled me. It's... Wow. Thanks, Paper Mario. I just got jump scared by Paper Mario. Good grief. Anyway, I doubt this area is very different then. This guy is guarding a treasure chest. Anyway, let's check this very unsuspicious closet. I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. My perception isn't that bad yet, fortunately. Right, so how do we use a record in a haunted house? Haunted house. Well, the short answer is we're gonna put it in here. We're gonna make this ghost dance. Look at him, he's so happy. How can you not dance to this? And now while he's dancing, we're gonna be very cruel and open the treasure chest he was guarding. He will now be cynical for the rest of his life and he will never dance again. You had one job. Now we jump up here. And the weight has been attached, opening the way ahead. You know, I was actually stuck there for a while in when I was a kid. It's not that hard to figure out, but you know how it is. This treasure chest is a trap, but I'm gonna open it anyway. There we go. They wouldn't really drop it on you. They're not that evil. In fact, the boos are kind of good guys in this game, surprisingly. They're just messing around a little bit. They're a bunch of merry pranksters. Which I guess once you're dead, what else can you do but prank the living? It's just a prank, bro. Now, we're about to upgrade to a better jump. There we go. Now we can find hidden star pieces under the floorboards. Hidden under the floorboards. Wow. Good item. Yikes, I only have good items. This makes me sad. Well. It's a very big button. And there we go. Now the boost shop is one of the better shops in the game because it has life shrooms, and life shrooms are quite literally lifesavers. When you go down and lose all your HP, it revives you for 10 HP. Lady Bo told me not to sell any items to Mario. You're him. That reasoning is hard to argue with, to be fair. There might be some good stuff in here, but maybe not. Vault Room is situationally useful, but we can always buy a new one. It essentially makes it hurts enemies when they touch you, so when they make a direct physical contact. Oh, whoops! I went in a circle. Very well, now that we have the improved jump, we can use that right here. This is one of the only places you can actually find apples. But they're just a 5 HP heal and everything I have is better. So, until I'm gonna cook with them, they have no point. Now, this Easter egg is in pretty much every Paper Mario in some way, and even in Mario RPG, you can become 8-bit Mario. In Paper Mario 2, they actually have your partners become 8-bit as well. Like, you can actually check them out in the menu and such. Very, very cool. Of course, we can't do our spin jump in this form, so we'll have to change back. There we go. We're not feeling too retro today. Right, so they didn't even tell me yet, but I needed to find that to get to the 3rd floor, because there's a painting that's missing its picture, and you have to jump through it to get up there, but it won't let you through until you find the picture. So I just solved that without even quote-unquote knowing about it. And a star piece while we're at it. For those of us just joining, or if you've been watching for a while, this is I'm currently streaming Paper Mario Pro Mode. Paper Mario Pro Mode is a fan project. A couple of people got together and made Paper Mario from a very cute and accessible RPG into a punishing hardcore game. That is to say, they increased the difficulty on the battles, they added new badges and items, but they also buffed a few things. It's generally just a lot more complex and strategic. And I really like it. Some areas were completely overhauled, like Dry Desert. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's next. But there's no combat in this area, so it's practically the same. Okay, well said, I guess. Okay, thank you. Now we are about to meet a very interesting person. And the best partner in the game. Gwa-hi-ha-ha. You finally arrived. You took your sweet time, huh? I was testing you to see if you live up to your reputation. How were the tests? Tough? Not really. There she is. My name is Bo. I'm glad to finally meet you. I'm Bootler. Yeah, that is his name. The Bootler. Bootler the Bootler. Yep. I'm Lady Bo's humble servant. The reason I asked you here is that I need a favor. Bootler, give him the rundown. Of course, my lady. Mario, do you know the area near here called Gusty Gulch? A hill rises at the top of the gulch, and upon it sits the castle of Tubba Blubba. Now that's a name we've heard a few times. He's a monster, and he eats us, ghosts. Boos are his favorite food. Many friends have been eaten. We've tried attacking the evil fiend to save our friends, but Tubba Blubba is far too strong for us Boos to slow him down even slightly. He seems invincible. That's why he's known as the invincible Tubba Blubba. There is hope, however. If the rumors are true, then Tubba Blubba has a secret that he closely guards. And that secret is probably something that relates to his weak point. So, Mario, I want you to find out his secret and defeat him. You'll do it, won't you? Of course, you'll get a reward for doing us this service. If you beat Tubba Blubba up, I'll let you have this. Mario, I'm sorry we must meet in such a dire situation. My name is Scholar. I escaped from Tubba Blubba's castle, but I was in quite a weakened state when I made it outside. As a result, I couldn't go back to the sky at first. I tried to head for Shooting Star Summit to make the leap to Star Haven, but I became lost in the forest. For a scholar, you're not very perceptive then. And while hunting for a way out, I was captured by Boos, and now here I am. I don't know what to say. So what do you think, Mario? Not such a bad deal, is it? You would have had to fight Tubba Blubba to save the Star Spirit anyway, right? This way you help us Boos too. Besides, I'm going with you. I'll help you like no one else can. My lady, what did you say just now? You at Tubba Blubba's castle? Quite out of the question. I simply cannot allow you to put yourself in such danger. Still your tongue, Bootler. I've seen too much suffering caused by Tubba Blubba. I wish to see him punished with my own 2 eyes. See, there we go. She's a go-getter. Lots of fans like her. She's a cool character. Mario will need me. There's no way he can reach the castle without my powers. Oh, alas. Then, lady, I, Bootler, will accompany you. It is my sworn duty to see that no harm befalls you. The ancestors demand it. Also, Bo's reaction to this. You stop that nonsense. I'm not a child anymore. I'll be fine by myself. You wait here for my return. She's scary when she's angry. Is this alright, Mario? I'll join up with you until we oust Tubba Blubba. Who joined the party? Like it or not? Very cute illustration again. Listen to this music. Now there is a thing I'm worried about, because while she is a great partner, the mod has changed a lot of things, and one of these things is a lot of enemies have more defense. Now Bo is the highest damaging partner if and only if the enemy has no defense. She learns her final move that she learns is Fan Smack, which does a total 10 damage on a single enemy. But it's distributed over 5 hits, so 5 hits of 2 damage. So if an enemy has defense of 1 or 2, that attack is useless. Which makes her a bit of a tough sell. If that's true, we're gonna give it a shot. We've made so much progress already, I think we can afford to change up a few things. So this is another really great thing about this chapter. You're thinking, right, okay, haunted house. How very original. But then you entered like this prairie type area. This music though. Okay, I was trying to dance to the music. It's very catchy. So we're almost to a level up, so I might as well have a crack at fighting these Hyper Goombas. Or not. Hyper Goombas are interesting. They are normal Goombas in most regards. Except one, they have more HP, and two, they can charge up and suddenly do ridiculous amounts of damage. Okay, that's a bit worrying. But that's what we have Bo here for. Her move out of sight makes you immune to damage for a turn. The trade-off is that you can't use Bo the next turn. Like, it costs her 2 turns. Which is fair, because if you could just trade FP to avoid damage every turn, that would be overpowered as heck. Very nice. Also, look at this view on this windmill. Very nice. Excuse me, my throat is just about dead from this long stream, so I'll probably have to cut it off. Even though I'm really enjoying this area. I'm not used to streaming for extended periods of time. But we'll get there. So this is another interesting thing about this chapter. So you have this big house with these very clean looking boos, very aristocratic, and then right next to them they have like a very desiccated looking little village with like slightly dirty looking boos, no decorations or anything. It's almost like there's like sort of an upper and a lower class in the boo society. Like, you know, look how casual they're being to her. Like, they're nothing like how respectful the Bootler is. He ate Herbert. Oh no. But as you can see, Lady Bo is completely, though she is like the aristocrat, she is completely in touch with the people. She knows everyone. I like this little society they've portrayed here. Well, what was she doing there? That looked weird. Well, anyways, we've made a ton of progress, and I really enjoyed it. I want to thank everyone who tuned in, be it for a few minutes or a longer period of time. Thanks a lot for watching the Paper Mario Pro Mode streams, if you watched it on Twitch. Thanks for being here with me. If you're watching it on YouTube, Thanks for taking the time to follow my experiences through this mod. With that, the stream is done. So thanks again, and I hope you have a really great day. This has been Arjen, and I'm now signing out. Bye bye.